Today we're going to demo the DNS Intelligence Center and how it can help you identify suspicious domain names. This is the main dashboard. We have set the interval to 30 days to give us a good overview. In those 30 days, we have discovered 739 threats, and in the timeline next to it you can see how many we discover per day. It appears that most threats are detected on Mondays. We see in the hit column that the most consulted suspicious domain names have been resolved around 7,000 times in those 30 days, so they are quite actively used. We see the number of TI sources, threat intelligence sources, which gives you an idea of how many different sources report that there may be something wrong with this domain name. We can also see some tags like whether it's abuse, malware, phishing, newly observed domain, a subcategory where applicable, the country in which it was detected, and the AS number. If we sort based on the most appearing sources, you'll immediately spot that they don't have very high hit counts, which usually means that they have already been blocked, and therefore of course the hit count goes down. Now if we take one anyway and we look at it, we take for instance this one here, and we see that it has a risk score category F, which is the worst one you can get. We see that it's not a very common domain name anymore. Only in the Majestic list it just made the top million. When we open the Whois and we see when it was created, we see that this is quite an old domain name that also matches with what we see here. First seen over 3 years ago, last seen fairly recently. If we then look at the indicators of compromise, we see that it appears in quite a few lists. We see, for instance, here a Twitter page that mentions the domain name. If we have a look at that, it actually confirms that it is a phishing site, probably something wrong with WordPress. It also contains a zip file, which is highly suspicious. So this does appear to be right. Now, if we look at the website, we can actually get a screenshot, but because it is a WordPress site, this probably looks like a legitimate site. It actually does. Let's take another example. There has been a lot of phishing around for Société Générale, for instance on this particular domain name. We see that it was registered in Germany, which is already a little bit weird for a French company, but okay, that could still be right. It has been listed as newly observed domain, a newly registered domain, and it is known for phishing. It is a fairly recent domain name. It was first seen the 15th of November, and that actually appears to be right. And if we then look at the screenshot, it does look pretty basic actually. It does have a logo of Société Générale, but not a lot more. Let's zoom in a little bit. And what we see here is that the first thing it will ask you is to enter your code. So this really looks like a phishing site.